Welcome back to Grade 7 Math, lesson number 3.2, subtract fractions using manipulatives. And I think what you'll find with this video is that the lesson contained within today's video is very similar to what we looked at in our previous video. So if you're getting a feeling of deja vu, that's perfectly natural. Really, what we're doing today is subtracting fractions with manipulatives as opposed to adding. But same principles, same methods, so let's begin. Before we practice subtracting fractions with pattern blocks, let's review what fraction each pattern block represents. So put the video on pause, and then when you hit play again, I'll just quickly review what fraction is represented by each pattern block. So please put the video on pause right now. Okay, so just to recap, one whole hexagon, that equals one whole. Okay, the green triangle is 1/6, or 1 over 6, because 6 green triangles would make up one whole hexagon. Okay, the blue rhombus represents 1/3, and the trapezoid in red represents 1/2. So very important fractions to keep in mind as we're moving forward with this video. Okay, so as we did last day, we can use pattern blocks to subtract fractions. So again, you're going to put the video on pause so that you can try out this example right here. And then when you hit play, I'll reveal the solution. So put the video on pause right now. All right, let's see how you did. So let's start with 1/2. Of course, the red trapezoid represents 1/2, so it's going to cover 1/2 of the first hexagon. We're taking away 1/6. That means we're taking away the green triangle. If we do that, we're left with the blue rhombus, which represents 1/3. So 1/2 minus 1/6 equals 1/3, or 1 over 3. Okay, here's what I'm going to leave for you to try at home, and then we'll take it up in tomorrow's class. So you're going to use the pattern blocks to subtract 5/6, take away 1/2. So put the video on pause so you can try this at home. All right, and we'll see how you did tomorrow, but let's move on. Here's an interesting one. Write a subtraction sentence to represent this diagram. So notice that we have 1/2 covered, but we're taking away one green triangle. So put the video on pause, try this out at home, and when you hit play, I'll reveal the solution. All right, let's see how you did. I'll just set up my pen. So we started off with 1/2, or you could say 3 over 6. Okay, and then we're taking away one green triangle, so that is 1/6. Now if it's easier, again, you can say, well, 1/2 is the same as 3 over 6. So I'll just say 3 over 6, take away 1 over 6. Okay? And then if you weren't looking at the shape, you could say, well, 3/6 take away 1/6 equals 2 over 6, which of course can be reduced. Again, looking at the diagram, we've got, this time it's a green rhombus, but we know that the rhombus represents 1/3. Okay, this is a problem I'm going to leave for you at home. So I've given you a diagram here. So what you need to do is you need to first determine what fraction each shape represents. And then I want you to do the subtraction to find out the final answer. And this we will take up in tomorrow's class. So please put the video on pause now. And all right. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty confident that when we meet tomorrow and we go through those two examples, you'll show that you've got a really good handle on subtracting fractions with manipulatives. Again, I'll do my best to have some actual pattern blocks in class if you want to use them with your homework. Okay, and then we're going to work on a number of questions out of our textbook and take those up. So a busy class tomorrow. But until then, this concludes today's video.